So picture this. Rivian just drops this incredible vision for a self-driving, AI-powered future. We're talking some of the most advanced car tech we've ever seen. And Wall Street's reaction? A big collective yawn. So what gives? Why the disconnect? Well, that's the big question we're going to dig into right now. Let's get into it.
Okay, so what went down on Rivian's big Autonomy and AI day is it's just a perfect snapshot of a company that's kind of straddling two completely different worlds. You've got one foot in the world of mind-blowing innovation, and the other foot planted firmly in, well, some pretty harsh market realities.
And right here, this just lays out the whole paradox perfectly. On the one hand, Rivian's showing off tech that had analysts, genuinely impressed. But then, on the other hand, investors started selling off the stock like crazy, pushing it down over 6%. It's that classic battle, right? The promise versus the reality. So let's talk about that promise. What was it that got everyone so fired up in the first place? Yeah, this event was all about painting a picture of the future. A future where Rivian isn't just a company that makes cool electric trucks. Now, they want you to see them as a full-on AI and software powerhouse. And man, did they pull back the curtain on some seriously next-level stuff.
I mean, the ambition here is it's pretty staggering. We're not just talking small updates. We're talking about their very own custom-designed chip for what they call physical AI, a whole new software brain for the vehicle, a new AI assistant, and of course, the holy grail for any automaker these days, a clear, concrete roadmap to full self-driving.
And that roadmap, it's all pointing to this thing called personal L4 autonomy. Now, this is a really important term to get. This isn't just, a fancier cruise control. L4 means the car can literally handle everything about driving, but only in certain places or conditions. Think specific highways or parts of a city. And the key part is you don't have to be ready to grab the wheel. It's a huge, huge leap forward.
And you can just hear the conviction in this vision, straight from the CEO, R.J. Scaringe. He is betting the entire company on this idea. Not just building awesome trucks, but using AI to completely change the game, to change the whole car experience at a speed nobody's ever seen before. It's a super bold vision, but, vision doesn't exactly pay the bills.
So, right, while the tech world, Silicon Valley, was buzzing about all this cool new stuff, Wall Street, well, they were looking at a completely different story, a totally different set of numbers, and a much, much tougher environment.
And this is the stuff that really matters to investors. Look, it's not just a Rivian problem. The whole EV market is hitting the brakes a little. Big-time tax credits are gone, people are kind of hesitant to shell out extra cash for fancy driver assist features, and the competition? It is absolutely fierce, from the new guys and the old guard.
And to really get inside the head of an investor here, you got to rewind a bit. Back when Rivian went public in 2021, the hype was just massive. I mean, its IPO price was a staggering $78 a share.
And today, after this huge, impressive AI day, the stock closed at just over $16. That colossal drop from its IPO high tells you everything you need to know. It's a story of confidence just evaporating, and a market that's become super skeptical of these pure EV companies. It's a story we're seeing all over the place, really. The initial hype bubble bursts, and suddenly everyone starts asking the hard questions about, actually making money.
And all this skepticism, it really just boils down to one simple demand from Wall Street. It's not about dreaming up cool new tech anymore, it's about proving you can build a sustainable, profitable business.
This quote from a Barclays analyst just captures the mood perfectly. He says there's a show me element for Rivian. In other words, that was an impressive presentation, guys, but now you have to prove it. Show me you can execute, and most importantly, show me the money.
And check this out. This is how some analysts are actually thinking about the company's value. Morgan Stanley's breakdown is fascinating. They're saying the core business, building and selling cars, is only worth about $5 a share. But the software and services, all that future potential, that's what they think is worth more, at $7 a share.
So here's the absolute key takeaway. The whole investment case for Rivian right now isn't really about the awesome trucks they're selling today. It's a bet on an idea that someday they can become a high-margin software company. It's a playbook we've seen before, but to get to that shiny future, they have to survive the very tough present.
In survival, well, that takes cash. And at the end of the third quarter, Rivian had what looks like a pretty healthy $7.7 billion in liquidity. That seems like a solid cushion, right? But here's the catch. That big pile of cash is shrinking, and it's shrinking fast, because the company is still burning through billions of dollars every year. So it creates this high-stakes race against the clock.
Can they finally turn a profit before that money runs out? The answer to that question might just lie with their next vehicle.
Which brings us to the R2. This is Rivian's upcoming mid-sized SUV. And let me tell you, this isn't just another model in the lineup. For a lot of folks on Wall Street, this is the vehicle that is going to either make or break the entire company. And this comparison just shows you what a massive strategic shift this is. The current R1 trucks and SUVs, they're expensive, kind of niche, and get this, the company actually loses money on every single one they sell. The R2 is aimed smack in the middle of the super competitive, high-volume, mid-size SUV market with a much more accessible starting price around 45 grand.
And that, right there, leads to the billion-dollar question that has every analyst biting their nails. If you can't make money selling a $70,000 truck, how on earth are you going to make a profit on a $45,000 SUV, especially in an even more crowded market? So everything is riding on the R2. It has to be the proof point. It's got to show everyone that Rivian has figured out how to control costs, how to manufacture efficiently, and how to finally build a vehicle that makes money at scale. That whole show-me story we talked about, it all comes down to this one vehicle.
Which leaves us with this final thought. Rivian has this incredible, world-class vision for an AI-driven, software-defined future. The dreams are absolutely massive, but they are trapped in the brutal, expensive, cash-burning reality of making hardware. So the ultimate question is, can those incredible software dreams survive long enough to escape that hardware reality? The fate of the entire company really hangs on that answer.